Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be posting my very first Thank You Music Thursday. And I created Thank You Music Thursday because I just wanted to show my appreciation for those groups and those artists who have inspired me over the years. So today my first Thank You Music Thursday is going to be going to Mariah Carey. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So over the past few days, there have been all these stories going around about Mariah Carey, and that is actually what inspired me to do this video for you guys today. And a special shout out to my husband because I was kind of talking to him about Mariah Carey and my thoughts, and he's like, you should do a video on that. So I was like, oh, actually I should, and I know the perfect one. So shout out to him. But what inspired me to create this video today is there's been a lot of stories going on about her this week. One of them being she fired her longtime manager, she got a gastric sleeve to lose weight, and now apparently her ex bodyguard is going to sue her. So it's just a lot of stories flying around this week. And one of the most important things is that on Tuesday, the Songwriters Hall of Fame said that she was in the running to be inducted in 2018, which to me, that was the most important story, and it's being overshadowed by all of this BS and all this other stuff that's going on. So the first story that I heard this week about Mariah Carey is that she fired her long-term manager, Stella Balachnikov. I'm pretty sure I butchered that last name. First name Stella. She fired her, and that story came out at the beginning of this week. And to be honest with you, I'm very happy that she let her go. I feel that Mariah Carey has a lot of yes people around her, and it's completely tarnishing her name. I mean, Mariah Carey to me is a legend, and some of the recent performances that I've seen, and she's not really looking very legendary nowadays. And I just don't think she has people around her who are telling her the truth, and you need that. You need people to keep you grounded. You need people to tell it like it is, and I just don't feel like she has those people around her. And if I was managing her, I would have definitely told her a few things about just like recent things that have happened. And it didn't look like Stella was, I mean, maybe she was doing that, I don't know, but she just needs a lot more people around her who are gonna like tell it like it is and tell her the truth, because yes, she's Mariah Carey. And there are stories that she's like diva-ish and things of that sort, but there is no way that if I'm managing someone and they're out on stage and they're just like humming their song and like barely walking around, not really performing, and just pretty much embarrassing themselves, I would be honest, because I have integrity, and I would have to be honest whether I get let go or not. There's just no way I would let one of my artists behave or walk around that way. So the next story that I heard this week was that Mariah Carey had gastric sleeve surgery. And apparently what that is that they cut a piece of your stomach out so that way you become full quicker. And it's said to leave like a small, not really a large scar. The recovery time is really quick. They just do a small little incision to do the surgery. And it was said that she had that a month ago to lose weight. Me personally, I don't feel that she needed to have gastric sleeve surgery. I think that she could have probably just worked out and lost the weight, because she wasn't, to me, it didn't seem like it was that necessary for her to have such a surgery. But again, she's gonna do what she wants to do, so it is what it is. So the third story that I heard was that her ex-bodyguard is now thinking about suing her per TMZ because of sexual harassment. TMZ apparently got a copy of the complaint that says that he's threatening to sue her because she constantly humiliated him. She called him a Nazi, a skinhead, a KKK member, and that she also owes his company money of I think the figure is around like $500,000 or a little over $500,000. And that the sexual harassment part was that she called him to her room one time to move a big piece of luggage. And when he showed up at the door, she opened the door with see-through lingerie on. And he was going to come back, and she just continued to tell him to just move the piece of luggage without like covering up. So apparently that is what he is going to possibly sue her for. So I don't know, we'll see. And to me, all of these stories that came out this week unfortunately overshadow the fact that she has her first nomination to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame for 2018. Now that is huge. And now all these stories are coming out, firing her manager, the gastric sleeve. Now her ex-bodyguard, Michael Anello, is going to be possibly suing her. All of those everyone's talking about now, and no one's talking about the fact that she could possibly be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, which is a really big deal. Mariah Carey is the artist that has the most #1 hits like ever on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. She is the artist that has the most #1 hits. And not only that, she co-wrote 17 out of the 18 songs that helped her receive the nomination for the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So all of this stuff that's going on, to me, it's kind of a shame, because all of that is overshadowing her real accomplishment here. And I will admit that I laughed at some of the memes that were going across on the internet. I've laughed at some of the videos, but I have thought about it too. I saw one video and she was singing, and then she just stopped singing, and she was like going like making the sound with her mouth, but she wasn't singing. And I was just like, what is going on? She performed at the VH1 Hip Hop Honors Awards this year, and she was like not moving around on the stage, and it was just really awkward to watch. And I really just don't know what's going on. That's why I said I do hope that now she surrounds herself with people who are going to be honest with her and who will help her to keep her legacy as being the legend that she is. I mean, Mariah Carey has a 5-octave range. I mean, I'm sure people know that about her, but again, all of this other stuff is kind of overshadowing that. That's crazy. And a lot of people always say, oh, she doesn't write her own songs. She does write her own. She co-wrote 17 out of the 18 of those songs. So she definitely writes her own songs. And I don't know, I don't want Mariah Carey to be known as Mariah Carey the crazy Mariah Carey, or Mariah Carey as she used to be good. I don't want her to be known as that. With all that she's done for music, I want her to go out as the legend that she is. She is Mariah Carey, icon, and that is how I want her to be known, and that's how she probably wants to be known, but it's not really looking that way right now. So yeah, I just want her to go out or to be just known as Mariah Carey, legend, not Mariah Carey, all the other stuff. I mean, All I Want for Christmas, that song is my favorite song. If you guys watched my 20 Facts About Me, you know that Christmas is my favorite holiday. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. That is my favorite Christmas song. As soon as I hear that song, I'm like, okay, it is officially Christmas. The Mariah Carey Merry Christmas album that came out in '91, that is the best Christmas album, period, hands down. Don't want to hear anyone else's opinion. There's no room for negotiation here. She has the best Christmas album ever. I love that Christmas album. Now, the remake that she did, I'll pass on that one, but the original Merry Christmas album, Mariah Carey, love that album. Her first album that came out in 1990, Someday, was on that album. I remember actually the first time I heard that song, I was like, who is that? And I was really, really young. Vision of Love, I Don't Want to Cry, Love Takes Time. I mean, all the hits that were on that album is insane. Off her Emotions album, my favorites on that album were Emotions, Make It Happen. I played those songs out to death. What else? I'm sorry, I'm kind of amped up, but she actually redid a Jackson 5 song, I'll Be There, with Trey Lorenz. It was on the MTV Unplugged. And I'm usually super critical when people do remakes of anything Michael Jackson or Jackson 5 because I'm a huge fan and I love that rendition. Also, her Music Box album, my favorites on that were Dream Lover, Hero, her Daydream album. That was my favorite. That is probably one of my favorite Mariah Carey albums, period. Fantasy, One Sweet Day with Boyz II Men. I still can't even listen to that song because it makes me so emotional, but it's an amazing song. Always Be My Baby, Forever. Like, she had so many hits on that album as well. You guys know me, I have notes. Her Butterfly album that came out in '97. Honey, the song Honey, My All. One of my favorite songs ever from Mariah Carey is The Roof. It had a sample of the Mobb Deep song Shook Ones. It had a sample of that song on it. I love that song. The song Breakdown off of that album is one of my favorites too. She actually won an award at the VIP. She actually won an award at the VH1 Hip Hop Honors Awards this year. It was the 90s Game Changers Award, and they credit her as being one of the first R&B singers to kind of collab with other hip hop artists and to sing on hip hop tracks and make it a little bit more mainstream. They credit her for that, and I completely agree. Also, the Rainbow album, I loved Heartbreaker with Jay-Z. I'm probably one of the only people who love glitter. Every time I tell people I love glitter, they're like, huh? I think I've only heard like a few people that say they actually love the movie Glitter, but I love the movie Glitter. I mean, I am a Mariah Carey fan. I'm just not a fan of what she's currently doing, but there's so many songs that I love of Mariah Carey's. Off of her The Emancipation of Mimi album, I love We Belong Together, Shake It Off, Don't Forget About Us, her E=MC². I love Touch My Body. I mean, Mariah Carey has so many hits, and when I was actually getting ready to do this video, I was going through all of her albums and writing down all of like my favorite songs, and I actually really didn't even realize that I love so many songs by her until I was doing this. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm doing videos like this, is because I do appreciate Mariah Carey and her contributions to music, and I am thankful that she has given us so much of her music, because not only has her music creating memories, it creates emotions, and she's contributed huge to the music industry. I heard that she is obtaining residency at the Venetian in Vegas to do shows for the next 2 years starting in March, which is super awesome for her. And I do feel that Mariah Carey can still get in the studio and create more music. I just hope that now that she's made a management change, she now surrounds herself with people who are going to be supportive of her, also who are going to be honest with her and tell her the truth and not pull the wool over her eyes, and really let her know what's going on, and are really helpful in helping her to maintain her status as an icon and one of the best artists ever in music. So to you, Mariah Carey, thank you so much for all of your contributions to music. I hope that your nomination turns into a 2018 induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, because you definitely deserve it. That is it for my very first Thank You Music Thursday. If there are any artists, groups, or bands that you would like to see me include in my Thank You Music Thursday, make sure to comment those down below. Also, if there are any album reviews you want to see me do, or any videos that you want to see me do, make sure you comment that below as well. And before you go, make sure you click that big subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and click the like button for me as well. If you do not follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. My Instagram is Andrea_Robin. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this Thank You Music Thursday. I will see you guys on Music Monday. Peace.